Hello, and welcome to Review Club. Nice. My name's Hal. Welcome to the Sheff United way. Lovely, sunny afternoon. Sharcliffe looking well. I'm joking. We all watch this with French commentary on the 𝗍𝗫𝐶 Nice YouTube channel. Most friendlies are free everywhere, apart from the UK, something I have spoken about before, and that I believe clubs should give back to hardworking fans as often as possible. But I know I'm living in cloud cuckoo land. One day, when I own United, there'll be lots of initiatives which put fans first. I just need to win the pools, the lottery, and the lottery again. Now, Blades lined up the first half with a random bunch of letters like AAA and BBB and CCC and 𝗲𝗿𝗲𝗲, good up top. Maybe not as good as 𝐍𝐸𝐫𝐵 up top. Then the coverage actually got our lineup correct, apart from spelling Burrows as Barrows, which was interesting. But if you didn't see the lineup for the first half, we always put the lineups on our Sheff United Way Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So, you could always give those a like and a follow and get all the information on there. But it was Cooper, Barrows. We had 𝗲𝗏𝗏, been working on that. I think I got it. Rhys Norrington-Davies, 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗏, 𝗤𝗏𝗏, Callum O'Hare, Brooks, 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Campbell, and the very impressive today, Ryan 𝗚𝗿𝗍. Do let me know what you actually made of 𝗚𝗍𝗏 and a few other performances. If there was anyone out there really that kind of struck you and impressed you, I would be very interested to know. But you know what? Okay, so they put Burrows as Barrows, but it's free. And I always say, if something is free, just be grateful and don't complain about it. Now, Nice had some big names. Dante, the Brazilian, for example, and Mendy, Sanson, and the FM legend, if you play Football Manager, the striker 𝗲𝗏𝗴. So Tyrese Campbell missed a couple of early opportunities, and United, I think, for the first part of the game, looked better than their very strong French counterparts. We won the ball high up early on. Campbell had space to run into and decided to curl a shot from distance. It went wide. I'm not sure how it happened, but the keeper came miles out. Campbell rounded him, but from distance, from a tight angle, he missed. It was high, wide, and not very handsome. The shirt, I should say, the away shirt, the white shirt, looking lovely as well. My favourite of the three outfield shirts. But my wife says I have enough shirts now, so no more. She is as bad as Rory Jennings. Nice did come more into the game. They broke on us after a bit of poor 𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏's defending, and Cooper made a smart stop with his feet. He was going to have to make quite a few saves in this game. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 had a long ranger go over. O'Hare, he volleyed over from just inside the area. Neither were clear cut, but probably should have done better. I did feel like we deserved to be a goal or two up before we were. We had a water break on 25 minutes, or in French, instead of water, it's ooh, isn't it? That's water. And then a goal. We opened the deadlock after that sort of the power of quality H2O on 29 minutes on Le Clock. And United had the lead from a 𝗲𝗏𝗏 corner, chested in by Campbell, or should I say Brest. Atrocious defending from Nice from that corner. It really was bad. And we could have made it two straight afterwards, as United did look, I thought, a lot sharper and more ready for the start of the season in the first half. Wasn't going to stay like that. Nice forced a save out of Cooper on the half hour, and luckily no one was there to pounce on the rebound. It was parried into the middle. 40 minutes, another good Cooper save, low down, giving us a free kick, I think for offside, but regardless, it was a good save. And the first half, it wasn't a classic. United, again, I'll say it, looked the better side, should have scored more than one. 𝗚𝗍𝗏, on a separate note, he was bullying their defenders, and he's still a young man, but he's so strong. I think that's really exciting to see. It's really good to see. He's got so much potential, and I'd argue will become one day, hopefully with United, a Premier League player. Then we had a goal just before the break for Nice on 44. 𝗍𝗏𝗏𝗏 not covering himself in glory. A goal steered in by their number 9, 𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏, after a mishit shot from Nice's number 18, who I think is Bunani, and Cooper could do nothing apart from appeal for offside, ultimately in vain. But I maintain we were the better side in the first half. 1-1 at the break, which was nice for Nice. Second half, and it was a case of hello, my British chums, as the commentator on the Nice YouTube channel greeted us all in English, which was nice for Nice. Nice actually started the second period looking, I thought, technically superior, and it was going to be a kind of recurring theme. They were just looking much better. I don't know what was said, but maybe it was a case of, right, guys, you actually need to exert your quality in this second half, and they did that. 𝗚𝗍𝗍 did work a really good opening on 52 for 𝗬𝗏𝗏, but his shot in the box was blocked for a corner. This was a United side at times playing a strong press, but I thought we were very open in the second half, particularly some points in the first on the counter. And it does seem, from what I've seen in pre-season, that a side can do very little and then suddenly, bang, they're attacking us or they've scored against us. And we would see that in this game. On 68 minutes, Nice took the lead. It was 𝗵𝗶𝗴 again, curling a shot. Really good goal. Past Cooper into the left-hand side. It wasn't long till we'd have to wait for United to do something that was quite impressive. A goal on 73. Superb goal, actually, for 2-2. 𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗏 making a claim for a starting spot. He was on that right-hand side. I think it was 3 touches, 2 with his right and then cutting back, dropping the shoulder and shooting with his left. Lovely finish, lovely ball from Tom Cannon too. You'll love to see it. But 𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗏 doing well in this pre-season. All AI, aren't we? Cooper showed he may have trouble in the kind of sweeper-keeper role under Sayers with the passing system on 77 when he lost his footing from a pass back and he went out for a corner straight under his foot. They'd sort of been passing it about at the back and passing it back to him and back to the defenders sort of throughout the second half. He must have taken his eye off it. It happens. Had it been passed directly on goal? Here's exactly what my notes say. Could have been an own goal if the defender had passed it on goal, but they wouldn't do that, obviously. And then that happened. An own goal as a pass back was overcooked from Harrison Burrows, who barrowed it. Dreadful. So lackadaisical. Just no need to do this. I don't like slow, lazy passing for no reason at the back, and we were doing quite a lot of that. And maybe that was fatigue, the heat. I don't know. I was kind of hoping this would be a season where a lot of our players wouldn't tire around that sort of time on the clock. You know, 𝗍𝗿𝗍 Olsen would never. It's one for the teenagers. United hit the post following a deflected effort in the box after good work from Barry on 82. Came on as a sub. Cannon, who was also on, unlucky. He then appealed for a penalty, which was ambitious. Another sub, McCallum, pretended to be hurt when he was robbed, and Nice fired at Cooper on 85 minutes. The former Plymouth man saving well. Not a good moment from Sam the Salmon McCallum. Stick to jumping. You know, not trying to Cruyff turn. These are lads who finished 4th in Ligue 1 last season, and I thought that he tried something there. It didn't work, and instead of trying to win the ball back, he just went down. Now, we do seem to be a team that for some reason backs off sometimes, and we did it quite a bit in this second half. When Nice were coming at us, we were just letting them have the ball and backing off when they were doing the attacking, and concerning. I actually think we saw Nice second half play exactly how Ruben Sayers wants us to play this season. Now, first half we were good. I think I mentioned that. Second half, Nice were really much better than we saw from them. You know, they'll probably be, I say probably, they will be the best side. No, I say probably. We might draw a really good team in the cup. They'll probably be the best side we play this season. And this was a friendly where they weren't giving 100%. I'm sure of that. Cooper made a good save on 89 after a twisting, turning effort from their number 21, Isak Janssen. Looks like prime Mark Duffy, except this one didn't go in. And I would say sign him up, but I'm not sure we've got any money. So it ended 3-2 to Nice. I know what you're thinking, zut alors. Bit of a shame, because certainly in that first half, we could maybe have scored 3. Second half, we had some chances, but I thought Nice were better than they were. I'm not saying they were better than us, but they were better than they were in the first half. And at times, they looked a lot better than us. And at other times, we still had opportunities. We still had chances. We still created. Not sure what to make of it, because that sort of feels like a mixed bag. I felt, and I said this before, we needed to play, before the season started, we needed to play good teams in pre-season, because we often don't. We often play teams, not the same sort of teams like York. And I don't know how much it teaches us, because we should beat them 10 times out of 10. But I feel like if you're playing teams on your level, you get a really good idea of where you are. And we haven't done that at all. We played Nice, who are better than us. Let's just say what it is, that they are better than us. And then we played a lot of teams that I feel like aren't better than us. So I just don't really know where we stack up. What have we learned? Little bits and pieces that the press is going to be very important. Fitness is going to be very important. But if we get caught making errors at the back, we're going to get caught out because of the way that we're playing and the way that we're committing forward. And Cooper made a lot of saves in this game. And I've been saying, you might have seen it on our prediction video, that I fear he is going to have to make more saves this season just because we're going to be a little bit more open. What did you make of this? What do you make of pre-season? What do you make of the rumours about Ollie McBurney? And I'd also ask you this question. If we do bring back a return of the Mac, 𝗬𝗽𝗻𝗄𝗃. If we do bring back Oli McBurney, how would he fit in to Assea's system? And would he take minutes away from some other players that maybe need minutes? I'm thinking Ryan Oweh. Now, a lot of you might just say, well, play Ryan Oweh on the left. Well, I think Barry's probably going to play there. So Oweh, for me, could play in the middle. And then you've got kind of Campbell. 𝗍𝗿 still our player at the moment. Who knows what's going to happen with that? A few things to think about. I already can't wait for the first game of the season. As ever, thanks for watching. And if you don't yet, please check out our audio podcast. And then I'll say thanks for listening. 𝗚𝗿𝗲𝗵𝗍. 𝗚𝗿𝗲𝗵𝗍.